Good morning. It's a Saturday, no football for me for some time now. However, plenty of fishing and plenty of tea drinking as well along the way. I've cast out. I'm going to put some brown crumb and mixed maggots, which is my ground bait mix. Very simple one there. Put that out in a moment or two, just letting the float settle. There is a pull on the canal, which is why I use an anchor shot, and I think I might have to up the size of that one as well because it's pulled round slightly. First cast, I haven't even put the ground bait out yet, and I'm not a blanker. Hopefully though, more to come and bigger. I've had 2 hook pulls on big bream. I've decided to change the hook. It seems sharp, I always check it anyway, but sometimes it is fine margins, isn't it, in angling. Well, will I get another bite of the cherry? Will it be a case of, as they say, third time lucky? We shall see. Well, maybe not as far as the bream are concerned, but I have caught a second perch. This is a bream, and let's see, it's a nice one. Let's see if it is a case of, let me just get my landing net, third time lucky as far as this species is concerned. Well, it's coming to the net. I haven't had a hook pull yet. It's on its side, it's submitted, it's surrendered, and it's in the back of the landing net. And I'll be back again in a couple of moments. And they're livelier on the bank than they are in the water, aren't they? Big bream. I say big, it is certainly as far as the canal is concerned. I'm not a bream blanker today. Caught by design. A second slab. Let me get the net and let me steer it away from the baited area. That's always important, isn't it? Right, I'll be back with this one in a matter of moments. Not a monster fish by any stretch of the imagination, but at the risk of repeating myself, as I so often say, on the venue, not bad at all. Well, it's turned out to be a very nice session indeed. This one went off, and it was like when you hook into a carp, you have to follow it down the bank. Certainly full of energy. In the back of the net though, on the bank and in front of my iPhone. How big was that perch? Well, it's not the biggest one that I've had so far this year, but I did weigh it, and is a little competition. Would you like one of my wife's floats? I've been fishing with those in the last week or so. She made me some for my birthday. There they are. Would you like one? Well, in the guest book on my website, you might be on there already or you might be on YouTube, but in the guest book, have a guess how big that perch is. And if you guess it right, I'll pop one of these in the post for you. UK only, of course. I'm ready to go home now. Fish feeding early on. It's now gone very quiet indeed. Often the way it is, isn't it? Best time to fish, apart from nights, is the start of the day and the end of it. Right, don't forget your guesses in. Get your guesses in for the float. Let's set some rules, shall we? Just not rules as such, but just a few markers. 3 guesses. And bear in mind that my scales also weigh in 1/4, 1/2 and 3/4 ounces as well. Not saying that's the case with that particular fish, but I am just saying that it could be. So bear that in mind. 3 guesses. The first one who gets it right wins the float. And it's now May the 4th. So a week's time, May the 11th. That's when it ends. Who said there's no such thing as a free lunch? Well, I don't know about that, but there's a free float on offer. So, nothing to lose, and everything, well, at least one float to gain, isn't there? And if you are out fishing yourself in the next few days, tight lines.